happened again. I know now why, because I have a 4-hour video that I've recorded that I didn't upload because my computer doesn't want to take it. And Spirit wants this broken up in sections. It's interesting. So we're still on the allow love, and we're still on the air sign, the air element. So the message at this time is that when people in our lives correct us or we have to follow certain rules, it's because they care about us. It's not necessarily because they're being abusive. So right now we need to do what's asked in order to be part of a productive society, right? There's rules that we must follow. You must follow the speed limit. You must not drink and drive. You must not, like there's a lot of people that think that it's okay to be stoned and drive. No, it's not. It alters your perception. My ex-husband and I would argue this to the death, and you won't, it alters your perception. You don't have a DUI. I do, right? It cost me $20,000 and it's still on my license. 20,000 plus, that was just the courses, right? And fines. So no, and I could freaking lose my residency. So don't drink and drive, don't smoke and drive. You are altered. There's a lot of people that will argue that. So there are rules that we need to obey, and there's reasons for it. It's not safe. And I've gotten from Spirit also. Remember when I kept trying to go back to Sedona and I was told no, Spirit said it was not safe for me to go. I didn't know why, and I fought it. But it was not safe. So I said, I don't like it when people are monitored. I don't think that's fair, that's abusive. But what if you have a child that is autistic and they're very innocent and you may not know about them, they put on a good cover, but what if they have to have medication and you need to know where they are so that because they could die or something could go wrong if they're not taking their medication, or what if it's something like that? You're not monitoring them because you hate them. You're monitoring them because you love them. And maybe as an indigo, you may not understand that. You may not feel that you need that, but maybe you do. Spirit told me not to go to Sedona. It wasn't safe for me to go. There were people that were looking for me. I didn't understand that. I just kept getting blocked. But I pushed it and I forced and I went. And there were people that were following me and it got really scary. So it's okay. I just heard you're safe. If you're worried right now, you're safe. Everything's in control. Spirit says we've got everything in control. Somebody needed to hear that right now. You're safe. It's okay. Everything is under control. We're watching. Everything's under control. I'm angry because these people are watching me, right? Because I didn't understand. Why are you watching me? I know these people aren't who they say they are, but I believe that there's somebody that's watching me to protect me. And I didn't understand that. I just didn't like it because I didn't know where they were, I didn't know who they were, and I didn't feel it was appropriate, right? I'm an adult. So the understood, you are understood. You're not feeling understood right here. Everything about you is correct. Everything about your personality is correct. My mother used to say, there was a guy that I went out with and I was telling a story and I was all excited and animated, and my mom said, don't you just want to stuff a sock in her mouth? And she said it like that, and he laughed and he goes, no, why? And she said, because she never stops. And he goes, are you kidding me? She's like a Broadway play. I just let her go and entertain. She's fun. And my mom was embarrassed by me. She was embarrassed by, I didn't know that. She was embarrassed by me because that was probably not something that she was probably able, it wasn't like that in her house. It was very serious in her house, and I was embarrassing, right? You maybe have been raised in a house where, like, I heard in my head, you're too public. People can see all of your pictures. They can see all of your videos. You talk about your private life. You're too public. That's wrong, because in their life, they were very, very private. Very, very private. They needed to be private. They might have been, members might have been in the film industry, right? And didn't want, or you might have just been a very private person. And that's very uncomfortable. That's why I probably hurt my twin, because he's very private and I speak. out loud, right? And I'm not speaking to hurt him. I'm speaking to help. And I don't speak, Spirit will shut it down. They will not let me upload a video. If the video is not supposed to be uploaded, it will not upload. Because there's something that I said in the video that wasn't meant to be heard. So I'll be curious to see if these videos go up, right? Like the 4-hour video, it won't go up. I mean, I knew by the end it wasn't going to go up because I recognized it. I just decided to let it out, everything out. And it was a way of kind of like, you know, writing helps you work through things. I was literally working through past life issues and issues with my family online in front of the camera. And it was for me to watch later and to listen. 4 hours. But I've done lots of videos where they just would not upload. It's because something was said that was not meant to be said. And I have asked, I don't want to hurt my twin. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt his family. If there's something that should not go out, I don't want it to go out. And Spirit will stop it. So right now, there's no mistakes, is what Spirit's saying. Sometimes we're really, really sad and we're really upset. If I hadn't done this, this wouldn't happen. And we've wasted so many years. And like I say that about my twin all the time. 22 years we've known each other. We're still not together, right? We've lost the last 6 years, and it's painful and upsetting and hurts me. But he's grown and I've grown, and things had to happen. Everything happens with an appointment date. Everything happens in divine timing, right? Even if we feel like we've made mistakes. It was a mistake. So then we had, and maybe, and I said my twin was supposed to be here. He was supposed to be back 2 years ago. 2 years ago? Because he was supposed to be gone for 4 years. Yeah, 2 years ago. He was supposed to be back. But he had to do another take, right? It was a mistake. It didn't take. There was something that, he has free will, right? There was something else that he needed to learn. Or maybe I did, right? Maybe I needed to learn. He was the one who reawakened me, right? He was gifted before I was.